Hello everyone. I wanted to share a few ideas concerning the conclusion of the book of Genesis, known as Bereshit or Bereshis. And we are concluding this book, this Shabbat, of reading it every Shabbat, every Saturday in Shul. And I just wanted to share a few brief ideas. Everything in intellectual life has a beginning, a middle, and an end. And it starts with an axiom. And the Torah in the book of Genesis is no different. In fact, it's a mega axiom. It starts off with creation of the world and of the universe by God, and then the creation of Adam and Eve by God, and the story of how Eve was seduced by a serpent, and Adam and Eve were kicked out of the Garden of Eden, and then that gets the whole ball rolling into all the other events. Now, that's an axiom of the Torah, because as we now conclude the book of Genesis, we read about Jacob and his sons all coming together and having a reconciliation in Egypt. So what's the connection between the end of the book of Genesis with the beginning of the book of Genesis? How do the axioms of creation and of the creation of Adam and Eve play out with Jacob and his sons? So the point is that Jacob is considered to be the perfection of Adam. It's a complicated a series of steps, but basically what the Torah is trying to tell us is that the end of the book of Genesis is really part of the beginning, that Jacob's family is the result of the being fruitful and multiplying, and the creation of 12 perfect sons, all acting in harmony, each having their own attribute, each having their own strengths, and also each having their own weaknesses, being led on the one hand by Joseph in Egypt, and on the other hand by Yehuda, Judah, who leads the rest of the tribes. And it's a combination of two streams. Jacob had 4 wives, 2 main wives, Rachel and Leah. His main wife was Rachel. His second choice that came upon him was Leah. But in the end, this was all God's will for the way that Jacob should create his family. And this is the perfect man. We have to see Yaakov Avinu. The rabbis say mitato shlema, his bed, meaning his progeny, his children, his descendants are all perfect. And this sets the stage for the next unfolding of the next drama of the children of Israel going into Egypt. So this is just a thought for you to think about as we are going this Shabbat to have the conclusion of the book of Genesis in the Parsha of Vayechi, and to try to explain how Jacob and his sons, living in harmony at the end of the book, are in fact a manifestation of God's divine great plan when he created the world and Adam and Eve. To be continued. Thank you so much. Shabbat Shalom.